Keyshawn Davis versus De Los Santos coming up soon, and made me think, can Keyshawn Davis beat De Los Santos? And I'm saying that to say actual motivated fighter in front of De Los Santos, right? And De Los Santos wanting to engage. And I say that because, as we saw when Shakur fought De Los Santos, it was because Shakur said his hands were hurt. He was running, so De Los Santos was trying to reach him, but it was a mess. But we're gonna look at some video of De Los Santos, some older clips, to show if that De Los Santos shows up. If that De Los Santos shows up, what can Keyshawn do? Because we know Keyshawn's not gonna run around the ring, right? He's not gonna run. He's gonna not stand there and slug, but he's gonna be presentable. He's gonna be there in front a little bit at times. He's gonna engage, and that's what De Los Santos needs. And when that happens, De Los Santos is actually an exciting fighter that can crack a little. Is Keyshawn Davis good enough, as we think he is, to beat De Los Santos that's engaged? Well, that's what we're gonna try to find out in this video by looking at some footage of De Los Santos. So we've seen enough of Keyshawn Davis, and so we're going to take a look at De Los Santos. But of course, as always, if you're new here, thank you for stopping in, and if you're a subscriber, thank you for supporting. Again, both of you, can you please hit the like and subscribe button if you're new, and like and share if you're a current subscriber. It really does help the channel out. So we're going to take a quick look at De Los Santos and see, does he have the tools with an engaged fighter like Keyshawn, and can Keyshawn beat De Los Santos? Is he that good? Has he fought anybody yet like a De Los Santos on that level to tell us that if he is that good? Well, we're gonna find out sooner than later, but let's take a look at this video of De Los Santos right now. So like I said, this video is a few highlights of a few fights, slightly older fights of De Los Santos, to take a look and see. You know, we all know how Keyshawn fights. We know how Keyshawn moves in the ring. We know how he seems to have good IQ. He has really good power. He can swat. And he's not a dancer / runner. He's a more, he can stand in the middle of the ring a little bit. He uses a lot of good footwork to get in and out of range. So we all know what he does. I don't think a lot of people know too much about De Los Santos and what he does. And that's why I'd rather just look at De Los Santos and then see if Keyshawn has the goods to beat this guy if he were to come at this sort of level. And I mean De Los Santos. Can he come to the ring that night at this level that I'm about to show you? And how will Keyshawn, react to that? And whether I think he can beat him or not. So let's take a quick look. Yeah, what? Now you saw, look how sneaky that was. Again, he punched right with her, and it was so fast.
My fielder, out of here.
You see how fast that right hook, that left hook is, that right hand is. I mean, because it's reversed. That right hook, it's a little short hook. Now, you saw. Now, listen. I'm well aware that Keyshawn Davis is not these guys. But if you will see a prospect about to take the next level, let's just pretend this is what this might be, right? Not that it actually is, because it was on over the season, but let's just pretend that we're watching a prospect and we saw this type of movement, this type of power, this sort of punch selection and placement. We would say this guy has something, right? And that's what I want to kind of portray out there. Like, this De Los Santos has something there to give. And I hope he's fully motivated. He says he is. This guy was like, man, listen, you better go take out the trash or something. I ain't getting up. Nah. Shit, you bugging. All right, now look at this. Again. Left hand, right hand, body up top. Quick hands. Okay. If he were to catch a moment like that against Davis, how would Davis respond? Because even when we saw Davis in his last fight, the guy outweighed him by like 48 pounds. And it was nothing, right? But is he as skilled as, was that opponent as skilled as De Los Santos? I don't think so. The fact that he came in overweight told you that that's what he needed. He thought he needed that. And and in my last video I made, I kind of talk about Cepeda and how he has no head defense, no head movement, right? So he just comes in like this. You see De Los Santos here, right? He's just like, he's moving his head. He's looking and punching. He's just not walking in, which is going to be crucial against Keyshawn Davis because he won't be able to, he can't do that. A Cepeda type fighter will be food for Keyshawn's skill set. You need a guy like De Los Santos. Hopefully he can show this kind of head movement. Pretty good hand speed, I'm telling you. That's pretty good hand speed, man. Watch how he's just watching, right? He's looking for his entry. And he's good at it. And that's the whole point. He has the defense. He has the patience.
Like, I'm going to do that right now. Over and the big up number of the big.
He's just not gonna walk in and have, you know, Keyshawn just manhunt. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like about the whole situation. Watch this, man. See, like the whole time, he's good defensively when he wants to be. It's just when he fought somebody like Shakur on that night, it was hard for him to find him and to look good. It was, you know, you were not gonna catch, you know, Shakur that night. So my whole thing is Keyshawn Davis good enough to be a motivated, a healthy, inspired De Los Santos? Yeah, I do. I think Keyshawn Davis, I don't know if he puts him down for the first time and knocks him out flat. I mean, but I think he does enough to win. Can he knock him out? Sure, he can swat. Is this going to be easy for Keyshawn? I don't think so. That's what I mean. And there might be some moments, and I don't think it's like 80-20. I think it's more like 60-40. I give De Los Santos a good shot at Keyshawn only because Keyshawn has not had big marquee fights yet. He doesn't have that big stage yet. He doesn't have those big opponents yet. I think this is the start of that. And once he gets past De Los Santos, I think that's when his confidence is going to boost to the roof. And after that, we can revisit this and say, hey, that guy's a superstar, an elite fighter. I think it's 60-40. I go to Keyshawn, but let me know what you think. You think it's more than 60-40 in Keyshawn's favor? You think De Los Santos can pull up the upset? Or this is just a mismatch totally in Keyshawn's favor? Let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you in the next video. And I'm out. Peace.